Hi, I'm Ishan Surve from the Dhirubhai Ambani International School, India. Writing a short story about empathy was a unique experience for me. I really liked the theme, which encouraged me to introspect deeper. I realized that all around me, people were acting out of empathy, although they were not always recognized for it. I think the highlight while writing this piece was researching about the sacrifices and efforts made by volunteers during the COVID 19 pandemic. I found it a bit challenging to decide on which story to write about, since everyone had stepped up to provide relief. Eventually, I chose the story of Sonu Sood because of the sheer impact he had and the many lives he saved. Here is my story, Ummeed Ki Udaan. It is at night, stars shine the brightest. This story begins on the darkest night of modern India, on March 24th, 2020, when the government of India announced a national lockdown in response to the rapidly spreading COVID 19 virus, which was ravaging the world. This unprecedented move involved closing all means of transport, including the airports, highway, and even the railways, the lifeline of India. This announcement triggered panic and led to a catastrophe which affected the most vulnerable in our society. Over 600 million migrants, who are the backbone of India's thriving informal sector and prosperous cities, were abandoned with no shelter or support. They faced either starvation or a perilous journey back home without any transport. They were forced to walk thousands of kilometers barefoot, trying to evade police checkpoints set up to enforce the lockdown. The stories of these desperate migrants making their pilgrimage across closed state borders permeated throughout social media and traditional news outlets. For example, Jyoti Kumari's heroic struggle to cover thousands of kilometers from urban Delhi to a rural village on a bicycle attracted outcry but very little action. Even though for every Jyoti Kumari who reached home safely, there were hundreds who succumbed to the heat, road accidents, or the virus. The plight of these penniless migrants attracted the attention of Sonu Sood, an established actor in the Bollywood and Tollywood industry, who started the revolution. Being a migrant himself, he empathized with the helpless masses struggling to reach home. He resolved to ensure that no migrant was left behind and supported them by organizing flights, buses, and trains. He negotiated with bureaucrats and cut through miles of red tape. He ventured beyond his isolated bubble and risked his life daily. His selfless efforts helped over 20,000 families reunite, from Jharkhand to Odisha. His greatest initiative was the Ummeed Ki Udaan, Flight of Hope, a collaboration with Air India to provide flights for migrants to reach home. During the lockdown, he sustained over 45,000 migrants by providing them with water and food. He would daily receive thousands of pleas for help from across India, which he left no stone unturned to fulfill. For his dedication, effort, and sacrifice, Sonu Sood received no materialistic reward, but he was content with the outpour of blessing and love he received. He inspired countless others to join his movement, and he created his dedicated team of volunteers. Even after the pandemic, they are still working to help the migrants adapt to the new normal by empowering them to find employment through an app he developed called the Pravasi Rojgar app. Sonu Sood's actions during the dark night of the pandemic have made him a true real life star hero, a messiah of the migrants. Like a star in the night sky, His actions will be remembered forever and will continue inspiring people searching for a role model to become better humans. Thank you.